Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Menix. And today I'm going to be doing my money mission, my cargo run. So I've done a video on this before, but with the new update of 3.17.2, I'm just seeing if Paradise Cove is still there and if I can still do the same mission. So I'm going to head over to Lyria, which is in the Art Corp area, and I'm going to talk you through what I do to get to Paradise Cove. Now you can do this by going to the orphanage and just getting Etam, but by going to Paradise Cove, you can get Etam and Noen. So I find it better doing it that way. You can also get Etam and Noen around the Crusader area, and you can also get it around the Microtech area. If you go to SC Trade Tools, I'll put a link in the description. You can have a look on there at the places that sell Etam and Noen together, and maybe they make better runs rather than just going to Orphanage and getting just Etam because it takes longer to sell it. So I'm going to jump to the Orbital Marker 2. Once I'm there, I'm going to search for Teddy's Playhouse. So I'm just going to scan around some of these things, find Teddy's Playhouse. There it is. Straighten myself up and I'm going to QT into Teddy's Playhouse. Let's jump into this. It's dark. Oh, it seems to be dark when I come here for some reason. Not sure why. Cool. Now that I'm here, I'm going to just keep using my ping just to get a lay of the land. And with it being a moon, I'm just going to be a little bit more careful of what I'm doing. So what I need to do now is I need to get at the top. I need to, in my little radar bit at the top of my HUD, I'm looking at the radar, the direction, and at the moment we're between 10 and 15, 15, 20. So what I need to do is have Teddy's Playhouse in front of me, but be at 110 on the dial above. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to strafe across, just strafing along until I get to 110 at the top, and then just make sure I keep it at 110 while I maneuver myself to have Playhouse in front of me. So I'm just going to do that. I'll just keep hitting that ping now and then just to get a lay of the land. See what happens. So basically, yeah, just keep pushing as you see the dials moving. Now we're at 95 coming up to 100. So I want to be at around 110 with the Teddy's Playhouse in front of me. So it's just a matter of strafing along until we get that Playhouse in front of us at 110. So we're pretty much there now, about there. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to push forward, and I'm going to travel till Teddy's Playhouse is 116 kilometers away from me. So I'm going to travel forward at 110 degrees, and just keep Teddy's Playhouse in front. Basically there, and then someone having a pop at me there. Yeah, I'll just keep going forward at 110, between 110 and 115, and get to 116 kilometers. So what I'll have to do is every so often I'll have to turn around and just check that the Playhouse is just behind me. and then turn back round and go back to 110 degrees and keep going forward until it is 116 kilometers away. So just keep pushing, keep checking, just stop every so often just to end up not hitting the floor, and just keep turning around, checking. So we're at, put my QT back on, so we're at 30 at the moment, 30.4. So again, I'll just turn back round to 110 and then go forward again. And I generally keep myself at the altitude where I am just above the clouds, around 116, 19, whatever that is. Just above the clouds, so I just don't end up hitting the floor. Just keep checking my ping as I go along. And with it being a moon, you move faster through the atmosphere and the planet and the moon surface, and that itself is less resistance on your ship. To give this another check, see how far I am away, put my QT on. 74. So not too far now. Back to 110 and push forward. You see I'm just above the clouds, or hovering around where the clouds are. Let's give that another check. I always try and slow myself down a bit so I don't end up doing something I don't want to do. And we are now 103. 104, so I'll just start backing up. $108. So we've got to get to 116. There we are. I'm going to start slowing myself down now so I don't overshoot. 114.9. Still need to go back a little bit more. 115. That should be close enough. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to turn and look for orbital marker 2, OM2. And what we're going to do is we're going to push forward, aiming at that, and we're going to get it so it's within 100, so it's at 217 away from us. 217 kilometers away. So just taking about 50 away from where we are. Too much because I don't want to end up overshooting it. 129, 229, sorry. It's 3 more kilometers and we're there. So there we are. Let's break ourselves here so we don't go too far. Right, and then what we're going to do from here to 17 is we're going to turn back towards Teddy's Playhouse, which is there, and literally, as we're pointing at Teddy's Playhouse, Paradise Cove is directly underneath us, basically right underneath us. So as we start coming in, you want Teddy's Playhouse to be around 214-ish away. 114 away, sorry, and then the base will be directly underneath you. So you should start seeing the light in the dark. You should start seeing the lights of the base coming up. Just getting closer to the floor, just so them lights show up. There we are. That's them there. So that is Paradise Cove. So now that we've got the lights and we know where we're going, now we just need to get there. Like I said, the best reason for going to Paradise Cove is you can get neon as well as Etam. But the thing is, here you can get 2,000 neon, whereas other places you can only get 1,000. So I don't know. That's, you know, it depends how much you want. If you've got a bigger ship and you want more cargo, you know, if you've got a something with 50 cargo, you can make double what I'm making in around the same time. Maybe probably 10 minutes more added on per run. So probably 1.5 hours, you could probably make 300,000 or something. So let's get inside. I always love when you come out your ship and it's dark like this and you've got your lights on and you can just see the stars and mountains and stuff. Such a good sight. So much gone into this game. So let's get into this illegal drug den. Well, I don't know if it's illegal, but I know it's a drug den. I think this is where they do one of the jump town things, innit? Where they got all that, the drugs and that they go and get and sell. I don't think there's any of it. I've never ever seen boxes in here, so I don't think it's worth looking. So let's go to the console. Let's have a look what we can get. And so we're going to select my Nomad. I'm going to get 1,000 neon and 1,400 Etam. So I can get 2,000 neon and 2,000 Etam if I had a bigger ship. So I'm going to try and finesse this and go and get as close to 1,000 as I can. Another good reason for coming to somewhere like this Paradise Cove, is not many people know it, so you more chance of having the stock. So I'm just going to fill the rest up now with Etam, 15 units, because I could only get 9 with the other one. So there we go. I'm going to head back to my ship, and then we're going to head over to Hurston Reclamation. Just so. I wonder what happened to that guy that was shooting me earlier. I don't know. Right, so here we go. Back on the ship, back in the sea, wipe my helmet. So yeah, over to Hurston. Zoom in and find reclamation and disposal Orinth, which is just down here at the bottom. And I'm going to set my room. Turn my engines on. And away we go. Good thing about moons is you can get out the atmosphere really quick. Oh my lord at the back there. So let's jump to OM2, orbital marker 2. And then we're going to jump to Hurston. And what I'll do is I'll fast forward this jump. You don't need to be sat there for a few minutes.
Quantum travel engaged.
So there we go. I'll see you on the other side.